Every generation of technology begins with a dream to connect what's been separated. In the world of crypto, that dream is called Cosmos. Before Cosmos, every blockchain was an island. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, each existed in its own universe, powerful but isolated. They couldn't talk to each other, they couldn't share value easily, and they couldn't collaborate. It was like having 1,000 internets that never met. Cosmos began as a rebellion against that fragmentation. It wasn't trying to be the fastest or the richest or the most hyped blockchain. It was trying to solve the most human problem in technology, connection. When Jaquan and Ethan Bookman founded the Cosmos project, their goal was radical for its time, to create an internet of blockchains. Not one chain to rule them all, but an ecosystem where every chain could build, speak, and trade freely, like cities connected by bridges instead of walls. They asked a simple question: why compete when we can interconnect? That question changed everything. Cosmos introduced an idea that would quietly reshape the entire crypto world: sovereign interoperability. Each blockchain could have its own purpose, its own governance, its own rules, yet still communicate through a common protocol called IBC, the Inter-Blockchain Communication System. That sounds technical, but it's deeply philosophical. Because what Cosmos really built wasn't just technology. It built a language of trust between chains. Think of it this way: Bitcoin taught the world what digital value could be. Ethereum taught us how to program that value. But Cosmos taught us how to connect it all, securely, freely, and without hierarchy. And that's why Cosmos matters. It's not just another network. It's the glue holding together a future where thousands of blockchains can coexist. Atom, its native token, isn't just currency. It's the heartbeat of that entire ecosystem. It secures the network, governs the protocol, and helps every connected chain exchange information safely. But what makes Cosmos truly fascinating isn't just its code, it's its vision. Because Cosmos doesn't believe the future belongs to one blockchain, it believes it belongs to all of them. That belief and that radical decentralization of power is why so many builders have chosen to build on Cosmos. From Osmosis and Cronos to Secret Network, Celestia, and Injective, hundreds of projects now run on its architecture, each with its own story, but all sharing one foundation: the Cosmos SDK and IBC. Cosmos gave birth to a new kind of world, not a kingdom, but a federation. A world where independence and unity can exist together. And that idea of sovereignty with connection is more relevant than ever, not just for blockchains, but for people, societies, and economies. Because maybe what Cosmos is really showing us is that freedom doesn't have to mean isolation. That connection doesn't require control. That the future of crypto isn't one chain to rule them all, it's a constellation of them, orbiting the same sky. In this video, we'll explore that universe. The story of Cosmos, how it works, how Atom keeps it alive, what challenges it faces, and where it's heading next. Because understanding Cosmos isn't just about understanding another blockchain. It's about understanding what the future of collaboration might look like. When the story of Cosmos began, it didn't look like the birth of a revolution. It started quietly, in small developer circles, late-night conversations, and a belief that the blockchain world was heading toward a dead end. Bitcoin was powerful but rigid, perfect for storing value, not for building new applications. Ethereum was flexible but congested, a network that carried the weight of every experiment, every NFT, every token. Jay Kwan, a computer scientist with a background in distributed systems, saw the problem clearly. He didn't believe one blockchain could serve everyone's needs. Instead of trying to scale one chain infinitely, he asked, what if we built many chains and made them work together? That question became the seed for Tendermint, the first building block of Cosmos. Tendermint was a consensus engine, a way for computers to agree on data securely and efficiently without wasting the massive energy of proof of work. It offered something revolutionary: speed, security, and simplicity. But Kwan wasn't alone. He soon met Ethan Buckman, a biophysicist turned engineer who shared his vision for a more connected and organic blockchain world. Together, they began to design something that would go beyond any single coin or chain: a framework for collaboration. They released the Cosmos white paper, outlining an idea that sounded simple but had never been done before. A world of independent blockchains, each sovereign, each specialized, yet all connected through a common communication standard. They called it the Internet of Blockchains. To make that possible, they needed three things: Tendermint Core, the fast, secure consensus engine; Cosmos SDK, a modular toolkit to help developers easily build custom blockchains; IBC, inter-blockchain communication, the protocol that lets all those blockchains talk to each other. With these components, they weren't just building a network, they were building an ecosystem factory. Cosmos wasn't trying to compete with Ethereum or Bitcoin, it was trying to connect them. It wasn't about control, it was about sovereignty and cooperation. When the Cosmos Hub launched with its native token, Atom, it became the first live proof of that vision. It didn't claim to be the center of the universe. It simply existed to link everything together. But what made Cosmos truly different was its philosophy. It treated decentralization not as a buzzword, but as a principle. Every chain built with the Cosmos SDK could be fully independent, no permission needed, no central overseer. Yet through IBC, they could exchange data and tokens as easily as sending an email. The early community called it modular sovereignty, the freedom to build your own rules while still being part of a larger whole. And that philosophy attracted builders from everywhere, from DeFi to gaming, privacy, infrastructure, and even AI. Cosmos became the soil where other ecosystems could grow. It wasn't the loudest, but it was the one that quietly made the rest possible. By solving the hardest problem, interoperability, Cosmos set the foundation for an entirely new chapter in crypto. A chapter where blockchains could finally collaborate, not compete. And that foundation, that dream of connected sovereignty, would soon give rise to some of the most innovative technologies in Web3. Because the next question was, how do all these worlds actually communicate? To understand Cosmos, you have to start with one simple idea. It isn't one blockchain. It's a network of blockchains that can talk to each other. That's what makes it revolutionary. While most projects fight to become the main chain, Cosmos builds a web of chains, each with its own role, economy, and community, but all linked by trustless communication. The magic behind this is something called IBC, or Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol. Think of IBC like the internet's TCP/IP, the set of rules that lets computers everywhere share data. Before the internet, computers couldn't communicate easily. Each system was its own island. TCP/IP changed that forever. Cosmos did the same for blockchains. Before IBC, moving assets between chains meant using centralized bridges, risky systems that acted like toll booths. Billions were lost in hacks and exploits. Cosmos solved that by removing the middleman. Through IBC, blockchains communicate directly, peer-to-peer, with cryptographic security. Let's simplify it. Imagine Ethereum as a city, Solana as another, and Cosmos as the highway system connecting them, fast, safe, and open to all. But it doesn't stop there. To make this communication possible, Cosmos uses a layered design built on three key components. 1. Tendermint Core. This is the engine that keeps everything running smoothly. It's a consensus mechanism that allows blockchains to agree on data without wasting energy like Bitcoin's proof of work. It provides speed and security. Cosmos chains can finalize transactions in seconds with minimal cost. 2. Cosmos SDK, the developer's toolkit. Instead of coding an entire blockchain from scratch, builders can pick and choose modules like governance, staking, or token transfers. It's like using Lego blocks to build a financial system. That's why projects like Osmosis, Injective, and Juno could launch quickly. Cosmos gave them the framework. 3. IBC protocol, the glue that binds it all. Once a blockchain is built using the Cosmos SDK and supports IBC, it becomes part of the wider Cosmos network. That means it can send tokens, messages, or data to any other connected chain instantly. And powering all this is Atom, the lifeblood of the ecosystem. Atom is used to secure the network through staking, govern changes to the Cosmos Hub, and facilitate transactions across chains. Validators stake Atom to keep the network honest, while holders can vote on proposals that shape the network's future. But Atom isn't a dictator, it's a connector. The Cosmos Hub doesn't control other chains. It simply provides the infrastructure to help them thrive together. In a way, Cosmos flips the idea of blockchain power on its head. Instead of one massive chain controlling everything, Cosmos says, let's make 1,000 blockchains bloom and let them talk to each other. This architecture inspired countless ecosystems beyond Cosmos itself. Even major blockchains like Binance Chain, Terra, and Cronos were built using the Cosmos SDK. Each runs independently, yet can tap into shared liquidity and interoperability through IBC. It's not a walled garden, it's an open network of gardens growing side by side. And that's why many see Cosmos as the quiet architect of the future internet. Not the flashy skyscraper, but the invisible infrastructure connecting it all. But every great system faces its test. Because as Cosmos grew, so did the challenges. Governance debates, tokenomics redesigns, and the question: can true decentralization survive when the network gets this big? That's what we'll explore next. For a project built around the idea of connection, Cosmos's biggest challenges have often come from within, from the people trying to define what that connection should mean. As the ecosystem expanded, it quickly became clear that managing a network of hundreds of independent chains wasn't simple. Each chain had its own goals, community, and economic design. That diversity made Cosmos beautiful, but also incredibly hard to govern. The first challenge was governance. Cosmos prides itself on being decentralized, which means decisions are made collectively through proposals and votes. But collective decision-making isn't always efficient. Who gets to decide what the future of the Cosmos Hub should be? How much influence should ATOM holders have compared to the builders of independent chains? These questions triggered years of debate. Some wanted Cosmos Hub to act as the central brain of the ecosystem, a layer that coordinates security, liquidity, and upgrades across all chains. Others argued that such centralization went against the very philosophy of Cosmos. After all, Cosmos was never meant to rule, it was meant to connect. This tension shaped one of Cosmos's most controversial developments, the Atom 2.0 proposal. In 2022, developers introduced a bold plan to redefine the role of Atom. The idea was to give it more utility, integrating it deeper into interchain security and shared staking models. In theory, it would make Atom the core asset for cross-chain coordination, but not everyone agreed. Critics argued that it gave too much power back to the hub, threatening the independence of other chains. The community eventually rejected parts of the proposal, proving that Cosmos's governance system, while messy, was genuinely democratic. Then came the issue of tokenomics. Unlike many tokens that capture direct value from network activity, Atom's early design didn't have strong mechanisms for demand growth. It was great for staking and governance, but didn't directly benefit from IBC transactions between other chains. This led to a tough realization. Cosmos had built the roads but wasn't charging any tolls. That's why in recent years the community has pushed for upgrades to give Atom a stronger foundation, from revenue-sharing mechanisms to interchain security models that let other chains rent the hub's validators for protection. These improvements reflect a maturing ecosystem, one that's learning to balance freedom with sustainability. And beyond the technical and economic debates, Cosmos faced another challenge: coordination. When you have dozens of independent projects, progress can fragment. Some chains move fast, others slow. Some focus on DeFi, others on gaming or infrastructure. Aligning all those visions under one interoperable umbrella is like conducting an orchestra where every musician wants to play their own song. But maybe that's the cost of freedom, and the beauty of it too. Because while Cosmos struggles to find unity, it never loses its essence: sovereignty. Every builder, every chain, every token still has a voice. That's rare in crypto. Cosmos isn't about perfect control, it's about organized chaos, a network alive with ideas, innovation, and disagreement, yet somehow still connected. And as new technologies like liquid staking, shared security, and interchain accounts evolve, Cosmos is starting to find that balance, a way to stay decentralized, but also coordinated. Because at the end of the day, its greatest challenge, governance, is also its greatest proof of success. A system that lets everyone speak even when it's messy is still a system that's alive. And that's what keeps Cosmos moving forward, toward the future it always promised: a web of blockchains that actually work together. But that future, the one Cosmos has been building toward for years, but might be closer than we think. The future of Cosmos feels less like a straight road and more like a constellation, a network of lights slowly forming patterns that only make sense when you step back and look at the bigger picture. Cosmos isn't chasing hype anymore. It's building infrastructure that lasts. Systems that can quietly power the next era of decentralized applications, economies, and even AI-driven networks. At the center of this evolution is a powerful idea: shared security and modular growth. Here's what that means. In the early days, every Cosmos chain had to secure itself. Each network had to recruit validators, manage staking, and prevent attacks. A lot of heavy lifting for small projects. But now, thanks to something called interchain security, ICS, smaller chains can borrow the validator power of the Cosmos Hub. Imagine a small town connecting to a city's power grid instead of building its own. It gets security, speed, and trust, while still maintaining its independence. That's what ICS brings to Cosmos. It lets the hub protect other chains, creating a shared defense system that makes the entire network stronger. And that's only part of the story. The next wave is modularity, the idea that blockchains shouldn't be monolithic anymore. Projects like Celestia, born from the Cosmos ecosystem, are turning this into reality by separating consensus, data, and execution layers. That means blockchains can plug into each other like components. Faster to build, easier to scale, and cheaper to operate. Cosmos sits right at the heart of that modular revolution. It's becoming the framework that allows these independent systems to coexist, communicate, and grow without central control. And then there's IBC, the technology that started it all. It's evolving too. New versions of IBC will soon support not just token transfers, but cross-chain smart contracts and interchain accounts. It's the kind of seamless experience users have been waiting for, one where crypto stops feeling fragmented and finally starts to feel unified. Beyond the tech, Cosmos's partnerships and integrations are expanding fast. Major chains like Cronos, Injective, Kujira, and Osmosis are anchoring new economies within the Cosmos network. Even Ethereum-compatible projects are exploring Cosmos SDK to launch faster, cheaper sidechains that can still tap into their existing liquidity. And then comes perhaps the most fascinating development: AI and autonomous agents. As blockchains and AI begin to merge, Cosmos could become the operating system that lets machine agents interact economically, sending payments, executing contracts, and governing decentralized networks without human intermediaries. Its modular, interoperable architecture makes it the ideal backbone for a future where humans and AI share the same decentralized economy. So what does all of this mean for the people who believe in Cosmos? It means that while the world debates which single blockchain will dominate, Cosmos is building a world where no single blockchain has to. It's preparing for a time when every network, every user, and every intelligent system can collaborate through one universal protocol. Trustless, open, and endlessly adaptable. That's the real power of Cosmos. Not to be the center, but to make sure everything else can connect. Because in the end, the most powerful technologies are the ones that disappear into the background, quietly making the world run. And that's what Cosmos is becoming: the invisible architecture of the decentralized future. When you look at the story of Cosmos, it doesn't feel like the story of a product. It feels like the story of a philosophy. In a world obsessed with dominance, Cosmos chose connection. In a market addicted to hype, it chose quiet progress. And in an industry built on walls, it chose to build bridges. That's what makes Cosmos special, not just its code, but its character. Because Cosmos isn't trying to be the biggest blockchain. It's trying to be the most useful one, the one that lets everything else work together. It's the invisible architecture behind a decentralized internet. A framework where thousands of blockchains, each with their own purpose, can talk, trade, and grow without ever needing permission. Think about that for a second. We live in a world where almost everything powerful is centralized, from banks to governments to tech companies. Cosmos represents the opposite: a quiet rebellion against control. It says you can be free and still connected, and that message, that balance of independence and unity, might just be what the world needs most right now. But Cosmos isn't perfect. It's complex, sometimes chaotic, often misunderstood. Its governance debates can feel messy, its upgrades can move slower than expected, and its token, Atom, has spent years trying to find its place in the system it helped create. Yet somehow that's what makes it human. Because Cosmos isn't trying to force perfection, and it's trying to evolve. Every vote, every upgrade, every experiment in the Cosmos ecosystem pushes the boundaries of what decentralized collaboration can look like. And even when it stumbles, it does so in the open, together, with a community that refuses to give up on the idea of an interconnected world. Maybe that's why Cosmos resonates so deeply with those who truly understand it. It's not just a blockchain, it's a belief system written in code. A belief that the world doesn't have to pick one winner, that progress doesn't have to be centralized, that the future can be built by many hands working independently but connected by trust. In that sense, Cosmos isn't just a technology. It's a metaphor for how humanity could operate in the digital age. Different nations, systems, and cultures, all with their own rules, all coexisting peacefully under shared protocols of respect and collaboration. That's the dream Jay Kwan and Ethan Buckman set in motion years ago, and it's one the community continues to carry forward. The world may not fully see it yet, but the foundation for a truly open financial and digital system is already here, and its name is Cosmos. So as you watch this ecosystem evolve, as you see new chains, new apps, and new innovations rise from the same soil, remember this: every piece of progress, every cross-chain transfer, every decentralized application that connects instead of isolates, that's the spirit of Cosmos at work. Because Cosmos isn't just about linking blockchains, it's about linking possibility. And maybe years from now, when the decentralized web is finally mature, when we move value, data, and ideas across systems as easily as we breathe, people will look back and realize that the world's most powerful revolution didn't come from a single blockchain trying to rule them all. It came from a network of them, quietly working together. That's the legacy of Cosmos.